a lot of things for me, it started from a vantage point of wanting to grow a particular thing like onion, and then you start doing a deep dive into all the relatives of onions and all the subtypes and stuff, and it kind of just happens. I do a lot of swaps in the mail.
Cool.
With all kinds of people, you know.
Lauren turned me on a long time ago to a globe. He said, put your finger where you are on the globe, Central Florida, and spin the globe, and everywhere your finger touches land, they have plants you can grow.
Yeah, we're on the opposite.
Yeah,
north and south. Then you go below and do it again, of course.
Yeah.
On allowed to below, but.
Yeah, so a lot of the best stuff, a lot of the things in Florida that are proven really well-adapted plants, for instance, queen palm right here, you know, that's grows natively in southern Brazil and Paraguay, and that's a very similar climate to Florida. Loquat, lychee, citrus are from southeast China, which is very similar to Florida. Jelly palm, a common palm, you know, southern Brazil. So yeah, these subtropical places at similar latitudes are good places to look at. And we can grow plenty of things from the true tropics as well. You know.
Yeah, a little bit of the cold protection, microclimate selection, all that works.
Yeah, and then I think for collecting germplasm, the biggest thing is once you identify that you want to grow something, is being willing to do anything to go get that thing.
Yeah.
So I will drive 3 hours to go collect something, and a lot of those things don't work out.
Yeah.
And you also always need to consider, with any new species, the diversity within one species can be so vast that you could have 100% failure with one representative of that species, but very good success with the different representative. So if you try something and it fails, it's very worth tapping into the bigger gene pool of that species. So I have a picture in my presentation I just mentioned of, I grew a bunch of different Phaseolus vulgaris dry beans, and I have a picture of, there's like a dividing line from the transition of one variety that's very lush and productive, and then the other ones, they hardly got past the seedling phase, and they're dying of disease, and they're stunted, and they're this tall. All Phaseolus vulgaris, but the difference in the adaptiveness of the genes from one variety to the next is amazing. And you take something like chaya right here, which this doesn't look good because it's wintertime, but people know there's chaya, but there's not just chaya, there's a whole world of chaya. You know, it's native to a big area of Belize in Mexico and Guatemala, and there's so many types of chaya. If you look close at almost any species, you start to see that there's a lot of variation within species.
Of everything.
Most things,
yeah, like everything.
Except for mangosteens. Or, I don't know, yeah.
Yeah, the majority of the stuff there is just, there's so much of everything.
Or close relatives. Yeah. And something I've really been looking at on a lot of things is close relatives of things can be another genetic approach to finding, like we were just speaking about cucumbers. We've just identified a really nice cucumber alternative that's a different species of cucumis. Or within peppers, for instance, we've identified some very productive sweet peppers that are a different species than typical sweet peppers. Or even rootstocks. Like we have a species over here that you can use as a rootstock for figs. That's a nematode-resistant rootstock.
Ah, the sycamoris.
Ficus
Yep,
sycamoris.
I've got one from you.
Okay, good.
We actually went down to Fruit and Spice and stood next to the big monster with roots that are 2 feet off the ground. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'll paste a picture in it. It's cool.
It's kind of scary for my septic tank.
Yeah, that was a scary plant.